Hi everyone, my name is Rishit. Today is the 19th of May 2024. I'll be going over my weekly prediction for Nvidia. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts. And then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review last week's prediction and go over this one, going over the stop loss and how that'll work. And as usual, I'll start with the monthly charts. But before getting into this video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis before entering any position in the market to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style, since you may not be with the ones I use. Therefore, please use this video as an educational guide, since that is its purpose. It is not meant to be a sole informant of trading decisions. So without further ado, we can see monthly charts. Again, nothing really changed. We've gone seriously high bull run for Nvidia. This month is looking quite bullish for Nvidia as well. However, it hasn't closed. We see that the MACD is consistently rising. And if we look at this histogram here, we see that the difference between the signal line and the MACD line is also consistently increasing. So we do see we've seen a very, very strong bullish movement that looks like it's continuing. RSI, however, is overbought. But that tends to stay. I mean, if we look back in history, we see that this tends to stay for a while with the Nvidia. So this is not anything new. But now let's move to the weekly charts where we can see this price action in a little bit more detail. So we see that price has now, after the Harami candle that we saw here, has gone up again into this previous range. So if we actually extend this line, we see that it's gone back into this previous range of the inside bar Harami candle from a previous time, where the high and low, I mean, we have to take the resistance immediately as the high of this candle at 974. It does need to break this to be able to ensure we are in a strong bullish position, since typically I would take the high of this candle, but that doesn't guarantee that we're going to be breaking the resistance and can result in some pretty significant losses. I mean, the MACD doesn't give us a signal, so we will take the resistance as this line here, 974, and the low of this candle at 885.29 will be our sell signal. So without further ado, we can move into the daily charts, since we don't really have any candlestick patterns here other than a bunch of spinning tops. So obviously we opened on the 13th with a doji candle. Then we had a strong green candle here on low volume. However, the next day we had a rising window. We gapped up. However, this candle resembles actually an evening star pattern, so we can see a bearish reversal, and that is why our support is much closer to the spot price than the resistance, since it's very unlikely that the market, because this is really resembling an evening star pattern, except without the gaps. So we can actually, this is a pretty good bearish signal in this sense. MACD, however, is going up still, and there's no real crossover, so we can't see much from there. That's what we get from these charts. Now let's move to this. I mean, last week we made a loss of 1% from a buy signal, where we made a loss of 1,254, bringing our weekly closing balance to 124,131. This week we'll wait for the resistance cross of 974, sell when it falls below the support at 885.29, target of 2%, trailing stop loss of 1%. If neither are hit, then we close on Friday. Weekly trend is right now sideways. Monthly trend is up. So thank you for watching, enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.